morning, it's Sunday. I'm feeling like myself again. I'm feeling so much better than last week, so I'm excited for today. I've gotten ready and I'm about to go to the grocery store and get some groceries for meal prepping. I'm gonna meal prep some breakfast bowls and some lunch and dinner. And then after that, I'm getting ready for a game night with my friends where we're gonna be playing the werewolf game and also dressing up as Twilight characters. And the person I chose to dress up as is Carlisle. I have this wig here for him that I still need to style, so I'm gonna do that later after I meal prep. And I also have to tell you about the Ashnikko concert that I went to because that was also really fun and kind of interesting. Okay, now I am off to the grocery store. Breakfast meal prep is done. I made 7 days worth of protein breakfast bowls, so that'll get me through this next week and I'll freeze them. I went and saw Ashnikko on Wednesday with my boyfriend and some friends, and she was amazing. If you're ever on the fence about seeing Ashnikko in concert, do it. She sings and dances live so impressively. I don't know how she wasn't winded. It was really, really good. Oh my god. I had put this outfit together for that concert. It's not what I really wanted to wear, but I didn't feel like spending money on a whole like blue get up. I was gonna do like a blue wig and a blue outfit, but I didn't end up doing that, so I just pulled pieces out of my closet and made that outfit. While I was at the concert, I was kind of thinking about how I think a lot of times online people say they'll record a video of like a crowd of people at a concert and then they'll say like, nobody dances anymore, why doesn't anyone dance? And everybody's just standing still or like with their phone out. And I did see that, but I think I understand why like nobody really dances, because the last two concerts that I went to, including this one, it was a standing room venue and they crowd as many people into the venue, I think, as they possibly can because they want to sell out tickets. And when the performer is here at the front, everybody's like crowding to get as close as possible to see her. So I was just like packed in shoulder to shoulder with people that were like right in the front of me. I had to kind of keep my arms like this or down at my side so that people behind me wouldn't push me into the back of somebody in front of me. And there were so many times where I was like feeling the music and I wanted to dance because I dance at concerts, but if you even like stand like this and like sway, you're bumping shoulders with people next to you and then they're going like. So the most I could possibly do as far as like dancing was in my little bubble. I'm like nodding my head and going like this. You're like sardined into this venue. And after that concert, I saw people post clips online and they were panning the crowd and saying the same thing, like, damn, nobody dances anymore. And I was thinking like, we were at the same place. I feel like that could be a huge reason why the crowd is so stiff. And I remember the last concert I went to in Phoenix was Voila, and it was the same thing, but I would say maybe a little bit worse because the venue was smaller. So we're all packed in, and the lead singer was like, okay, for this next song, I want you to jump. Nobody could jump. He was looking around at this like crowd of people not jumping when he wanted them to jump. And the most people could do was like kind of bounce on their tippy toes, but he wanted people to like hands up jump. My phone was in my pocket in the front. I wanted to take it out and get a video and I couldn't even like bend my elbow like this to get into my pocket. I think 2 or 3 people may have passed out at the Ashnikko concert towards the front because it was like so packed. Because we saw some of the staff like going into the crowd and helping people out of the crowd, so they may have just like overheated or like kind of got too squished or something, so the staff was like helping them out. But I mean, that's how packed it gets, and like how tight people move to the front in standing venues. You really, there is no room to dance unless you want to piss off everyone around you. Okay, I'm about to start my Carlisle from Twilight makeup. My plan for this game night makeup is a face of glitter so that I sparkle, and then maybe some like man contouring. We'll see. I was thinking if I use a brush like this and then use this highlighter, I can just pat it on like crazy so in the sun I glow. Yes! It's gonna be a slow process, but that's gonna work. We're playing Ultimate Werewolf, which is like it's kind of like a Among Us if it was a card game about werewolves. So we're gonna be playing that, drinking, and on the invite I told people to come dressed as Twilight characters because we're gonna have Twilight, the movie, playing in the background. And I'm going as Dr. Carlisle. So that's why I'm doing this. Here's my reference photo. Here is the outfit that I have so far. I do have the blue tie. Okay. I have this wig. And I need to figure out how to get my hair tucked under this short wig. And also I have to style it. You may enter. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I think the key is just a lot of hairspray. It's actually, okay. Maybe I'm delusional, but I actually think this is starting to look really good. Not me breathing heavy as fuck doing this. Okay, now we just have to figure out how do I make it stay like on like that on the front. It just wants to slide. I feel like I almost need to like untuck my hair from the back and let it hang down and like tuck it into my shirt, and then I feel like it won't pull the wig back. This is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Okay, let's go finish my makeup. Here is the finished look. Here is the fit. Doctor pens. Very doctor. Good morning. I am on my way to the rink to do a skate lesson this morning before work. Some context for the werewolf night where I was dressed as Carlisle. My friends and I were playing Ultimate Werewolf at book club last month, and then we were like, this is really fun. Like, we should dedicate a day just to playing this game, all of us. We were like, we should also watch Twilight in the background, play Ultimate Werewolf. And then we were like, oh, let's dress up as Twilight characters and play Ultimate Werewolf and watch Twilight. And so there was like no real reason for this game night, just that we wanted to do that. So that's what we did. And I dressed as Carlisle. My boyfriend dressed as Charlie. It was really, really fun. That's pretty much it. This morning I am on my way to my ice skating lesson. I have not been very consistent about skating. I've only really been going to the rink once a week or once every other week, which I normally like to do 2 times a week, but I'm kind of adjusting to this new schedule. And so trying to find time to skate has been a little bit difficult. I've been trying something new. I've been trying private lessons, and I think I really like it. It's an adjustment because there's not as much, I think, structure as there is with just skate classes, but we're kind of going back to the basics. This will be my second lesson with her, so I will let you know what we end up doing today. I'm not quite sure. I have a couple of goals when it comes to skating. I definitely want to do another like Christmas show or something like that. And I also want to do a competition where I have like an actual program. I think I will be terrified, but if I'm scared, then I think it's a good thing for me to do. Okay, skate lessons are done. I was there for about an hour. I did a 30-minute lesson, and then I just did 30 minutes on my own, just kind of practicing what we went over, but we did a lot of edges today. I did not know this, but apparently if you use a heat lamp to
light your candles instead of lighting the wick, it will start to eventually not smell up your room anymore. And the reason for that is because the bulb evaporates all of the essential oils and all of the things that makes the candle smell nice. So once that like first few inches have been evaporated, you're not going to smell the candle anymore. So what you have to do is, after, I don't know, maybe a month or two of like burning it, you have to take some paper towels, soak up the top layer of wax, and kind of remove that top layer of wax. It's Sunday morning. I'm on my way to book club right now. We're reading The Midnight Star by Marie Lu, which is the third book in the Young Elites trilogy. So we'll be discussing that today. Yesterday, we did a market in the morning from 9 to 1, and we've even gotten a couple of custom order requests, which is such a blessing because I love doing those. So yeah, our botanical boas has been like really doing really well lately, which just excites me. I'm a big believer in manifestation, and it's something that like in my early 20s, late teens, I was a lot more, I don't know the best way to word this, but like I was a lot more in the practice or in the flow of manifesting actively. And then sort of in my mid 20s, I kind of lost that and then just crept more into reality and kind of nihilism a little bit. And so I sort of lost that practice. And just recently, I have been really intentional about wanting to find that version of myself again, the version of me that practiced it, did things to actively like manifest things into my life. And I feel like lately I have been in such a receiving mode of income because money has kind of been finding me in weird small ways, just almost like daily. And it's been really fun seeing all the ways that money keeps coming into my life. It's really exciting when you get back into manifestation and you're seeing the proof of your manifestations come to you in the 3D. I used to be so good at manifesting in my early 20s, but the caveat to that was I felt like anything bigger than an item that I could hold in my hand, I couldn't manifest. And there was a mental block there. I had a really hard time imagining myself like manifesting a car or manifesting a house, even though I really wanted a house and still do really want a house. Another thing too was like physical cash money, things like that. Like I could imagine gift cards and then receive gift cards. But when it came to like receiving cash or a higher paycheck or, you know, just a larger income, things like that, I really struggled. And so now that I'm like finding myself back into practicing it, visualizing, journaling, those are some of the things that I do. I also created a vision board. I'm really excited to allow myself to manifest income and a house and just anything. I really just want to allow myself to dream bigger than I was before. And so I will keep you updated on how that goes, but I'm feeling very good about that and just excited. I am now gonna head into my book club. This has been a great week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. And so then we were looking through PetSmart, moving around so much in there.